Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bourbon Neophyte. How in the heck are you tonight? I'm doing well. I sure hope you guys are too. We just take care of a little housekeeping here. I don't know why it didn't pop up, but you know how things go. And it's probably because I just didn't, yeah, it was operator error. It happens. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Absolutely. Mr. Morgan, always good to have you from all the way across the pond. Appreciate you being here. Mike, cheers, man. Great seeing you. Eric, wonderful having you here. Ben, saw you earlier. Cheers, man. Thank you. And Story Time's here. Slap Shots here. Cheers, man. Always great seeing these people again. Hey, Sig Sauer, cheers. I was about to go to sleep. Hey, I totally get that. It's been a long, long day for me too. And 400 hours was going to be here before I know it. So I can tell you it is not going to be a 4 or 5 hour stream. Guaranteed. It is not. And just because Mr. Grayshot is here, I had to make sure I put on the fine fedora today because he knows I've got the hats. So thank you very much, sir, Mr. Greatshot. Appreciate that shout out. And there is Mr. John Cloud. Cheers, man. Thank you for popping in here. Really appreciate everybody. Do me a favor. Remember to smash the shit out of that like button. And if you are new, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell for notifications. Always appreciate a new sub. That's for sure. Really appreciate that. Anyway, well, tonight, my first pour, because you probably saw the thumbnail and what it is, I decided that I'm going to pour, as my little get started, a little Magnolia Rye, which is a 95% rye, 100 proof, bottled and bond. Bourbon Battalion dropped this off to me a little bit ago, and I'm going to tell you what, this thing is a really good bottled and bond rye. Really is at 100 proof. I'm telling you what, 4 years. What do you want? I mean, this is good stuff here, Maynard. If you guys ever find any of this sitting around somewhere, you need to add that definitely to your shelf. Really is a good one. So I'm sipping on that kind of as my starter to get into the Smoke Wagon Blenders Select Straight Rye Whiskey. I've seen it floating around here and there, but every time I would think about picking one up, it would disappear. But it happens. Not much I could do on that. But anyway, it happens. But a few days ago, wife and I just happened to be in a liquor lineup 2 here in Las Vegas. And lo and behold, it was sitting there. And of course, my hand reached out like a cobra striking, and I put it up under my arm and proceeded to bring it home for tonight. So that's how that got to be. And so, like I said, I'm just warming up here tonight with a little Magnolia Rye. Really is great. Really love this rye. It is probably one of my favorite ryes that I do have. And everyone knows I am a fan of rye. Morning, noon, night, spring, summer, fall, winter. I'm not a person that particularly favors rye only in the cooler months because I live in Vegas. We don't have too many cooler months. So that being said, hey, Bill Scott, cheers, man. I'm interested in it too because I haven't even cracked this bottle. I have not even thought about it. I haven't even looked at reviews. I have only heard others discuss it, but I have not delved into anything that may be out there on YouTube and Google or anything like that. Like, no. Just not going to do it because I don't want any impressions. That's for sure. As far as put something in my head that probably isn't there, but because someone mentioned it, now I'm I'm pulling it out. Hey, Mark, cheers, man. Great to see you here. Thank you. And then, of course, Dan's here. Cheers, man. Thank you for popping in. And then there we go. There is the man, the myth, and the legend. Story time right there. Uh, Wonderful person Shane is. Really. I don't mind picking on him at any time of the day. Every now and then I send him the offhanded text just to let him know that people actually think about him once in a great while. Cheers, brother. Thank you for popping in there. Really appreciate you. Hey, cheers, man. Thanks for popping in there, Adam. Really appreciate you. There's another fine man right here. Norseman. Cheers, man. Really hope you're doing well. And then here's the other one from all the way on the East Coast. Matter of fact, the wonderful state of New York. Cheers, Ben. Thank you for popping in here. Always great to see you. Really appreciate it. And yes, I did not wear your favorite hat tonight, Ben, because I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and wear this one just because I knew you'd stick your nose in there. That's for sure. But anyway, hope you all guys are got yourself a glass of rye or poured in there tonight. Let me know what's in your glass. Doesn't have to be rye. It's whatever you want. Could be coffee, could be tea, could be water, could be a glass of milk. You know, we don't care. Drink what you want to drink. Hey, Big Vic, cheers, man. Thank you for popping in over here, man. Always great to see you. And got to catch part of your stream while I was up at camp this weekend. But God, the internet is just so horrible, even on cellular. It kept fading in and out and buffering something fierce. Or I'd love to have hopped on, particularly with Ken Scotch Down Under. It's just so unreliable sometimes. And there are times, though, it fires on all cylinders, but just how it goes. But anyway, cheers again to you all. Let me have a sip of this. Man, that Magnolia is so good. Anyway, so here it is. I don't know if you guys seen this yet. Here, focus, people. Here we go. Smoke Wagon, Blenders Select, straight rye whiskey, coming in at 58.22 ABV. I don't know where they get to 22. I have seen some bottles at 58 point, like 1001 or something along that lines. I can't quite remember, but it was just odd. So just like this 58.22 is odd. And I'm like, But anyway, neither here nor there. Oh, look at this. Whiskey Lovers Society. Cheers, brother. Man, I tell you what, it's always a great day when people like Gert pop on here. Cheers, man. Thank you for popping on just to say hello and smash that like button. Hope all is well for you. Sorry. A little bit went down the wrong pipe there as I was talking. Let me wash it down. But, God, that Magnolia is good. If I haven't told you already. But like I said, I've not watched reviews. I haven't listened to reviews. I have heard things offhand, but that's it. You know, I've not delved into this. Now, we all know that this is aged and bottled here in Nevada at H&C Distilling Company in Las Vegas. They are a non-producing distiller. This comes out of Indiana. Can you guess kind of what this juice is? I will tell you, this is 51% rye, 45% corn, 4% barley, traditional straight rye, and blended it is basically what Aaron's saying. And I'm just kind of paraphrasing and reading this extra fine print here. And thank goodness I've got enough light around here that I can get my bifocals on it and focus this thing. The end result is an upfront flavor profile that's beautifully sweet and rich with luxurious mouthfeel. Really? Luxurious mouthfeel. The finish has just enough cinnamon and rye spice to get your tongue tingling, while the flavors from the malted barley, such as smoke and malt, are still present, but softer and more subtle. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Interesting. Smoke. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I don't think it's anywhere near a mildly peated scotch, but the word smoke intrigues me. So the date that this was bottled is July 2nd, 2023. Batch number is 3A is an alpha. 3A is an alpha. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little bit there. There it is. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but that's what it is right there. So that's what we got. So let me get this thing open. Let's get it poured in a glass so that I can cover it up. I can sip on my Magnolia for another minute, and we can proceed. And you know what? When I want my special cutter, do you think I can find that thing? And I don't know why it isn't in here. Have no idea where it would go unless I'm just not seeing it. Anyway, oh, I know why. Because I put it in front of me. Please do not play with knives at home, people. I am a professional. I've literally only stabbed myself once. And what? It only cost me, what, 3 stitches? One of those dumb, stupid at-home accidents. People over, had a steak knife in my hand. My wife had asked me to get something out of the freezer. When I opened the freezer, something fell. And so what do? You catch it. I'm right-handed. Guess where the steak knife was? Put it right there in my arm. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I finished eating my steak and entertaining before I went to the emergency room to get that thing sewed up. I wasn't letting a good steak and potato with mushrooms and onions and garlic and all that stuff go to waste. I had a few hours before it needed to be stitched up and the blood stopped spurting. So, hey, it's time to have steak. All right. Oh my gosh, I forgot to make this cut here. Sorry. I know I'm not paying attention to chat, but I'm really paying attention on getting this bottle opened up here because right now that's the most important thing. Now let me put that back. Let me get a nice clean Glen with a topper on it. Holy smokes, look at this. I got to pay attention to chat. I got people popping in here. Mark, cheers, man. What's up, brother? Always love to see you here. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Cheers. All right, let's get the top off of this because I know what you guys are just waiting for. Let's get, oh, nice little pop there. Let's pour a little bit in here, and I just want to let it open up just for a few minutes. We'll chat. Get a nice pour in there. You know, we don't want to shortchange myself here, and let's put the little capper on it. Now we got that. Let's put the top back on this. There we go. Perfecto. All right. Set this right here. All right, let me finish my little housekeeping here because I got to get something up here. Okay, got that. Let me close that. Let's go over here. Calm down, everybody. We're going to get it going here. We're going to get it going. Here we are. Here we are. Okay, got this. Got this. One more little doodad here. Why isn't this working? Sorry, it's being obstinate. All right, there we go. Now, my gosh, I can't see. Oh, there we go. Let's see if this works. One more time. Bingo. That's what I wanted to see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go this, and let me just pin that. There we are. We are pinned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got to pay attention. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not work on there. Let me get another little sip of Magnolia here. I know I said this is good, but it really is a good rye. God, I'm going to have to tell Bobby next time he's out this way, you have to bring me another bottle of it. Because that's one of the ones that you definitely always want to keep on your bar. All right. Get the palate cleaned off here a little bit. Let's give this thing a little swirl in the glass. As ADHD whiskey would say, let's make it dizzy. Make it dizzy. Get it swirled around in there. Round and round and round it goes. Where it's going to stop, who the hell knows? I don't. But let's see if we get any legs on this thing. I can see where the water has run down my glass from whenever I washed this thing out before I came in here. All righty. Let's see what we get here. On the nose. Ooh. This is your quintessential rye. Sweet. Little spice on the nose. Almost like a little lemon zest, let's say. Hold on, I'm looking, Norseman. Your previous comment. Sorry. Is this the one you were referring to? Let me know if that's the one you were talking about. Ooh, yeah. Little dill. But the sweetness is really, really present. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't have that, but I know what you're talking about. Mr. Reynolds, cheers, man. Thank you for popping in. Oh, Isaiah, I don't want to forget you too. I saw you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for popping in here. Always appreciate you guys. I'm trying not to miss anybody, but I get to chatting and doing other things. And so, it happens. Yeah, definitely sweet, spicy, little zest, dill on the nose, but very nice as far as as far as I'm concerned. And getting some nice legs coming down the side here. I don't know if you guys can catch that. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it from the camera, if you guys can see it running down the sides or not. But pretty nice, pretty evenly spaced. Don't seem to be in a hurry. It's a straight rye, James. Yep, straight rye whiskey. Smoke Wagon Blenders Select. Let's have a few sips of this here so we can really get down to the brass tacks here. Well, that is a luxurious mouth feel. Wow. The proof on the Magnolia is 50 ABV or 100 proof. The proof, again, on the Smoke Wagon is 58.22 ABV. Don't understand the 22, but that's what it is. But let me tell you what. Wow. That is silky, sweet, spice on the palate. Let's get this next sip in here. Beautiful rye spice. And I'm not getting, and I don't get this often, I've said this before, and I'm searching for it. I don't get a lot of mint on most ryes. The one that gives me the most mint is the Elijah Craig rye. I definitely get mint on the palate on that. It is unmistakable. I'm not getting that here, but I'm searching for that little bit of smoke that was referred to on the label on the back. I'm not picking that up right there. Mid palate, I'm going to say, I'll tell you what, James, I'm the way this spice rolls in, I'm going to take another sip here, and I will let you know that, because I was looking for other things. I was not concentrating on the finish exactly. But let me just hold off a second here and take just a little sip of water.
What are we pouring right now, Anthony? I need to pour one more thing.
I poured, and I'm reviewing the Smoke Wagon Blender Select Straight Rye Whiskey that I picked up.
I don't have that one, but I have Smoke Wagon Rye.
So let me get this third sip in here for you, James, and now I will personally let you know. Well, you know what? Next time you're out here, Norseman. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, let me highlight that. Hold on one second there. Huh. Oh yeah, I know about that one. I know all about that one.
I don't know how I got this one. I can't remember.
I dropped that off to you. It was sitting right there on that safe for a while. But yeah, if you want to be so good, next time you come out there, you drop off some of that 1922. I'll definitely compare that for you. Or better yet, I can drop off a sample to you with that 1922, and we can do a sample of it together on a stream. Anyhow, let me sip this. Cheers, Mike.
Did you hear I found out I'm going to be a grandpa again?
Mm-mm.
My daughter is pregnant, so she just found out. Pretty exciting.
Okay. It is exciting. Now, I'll be damned, but now I'm getting some mint on this thing. And I don't always do that, but now I'm getting some mint, and it rolls in from the back across mid palate, James. It's definitely mint, sweet. It's not overpowering. At all. Dill, for sure, but I don't mind that. Perfecto. Yeah, that would be perfect. We'll work that out. When you get a chance, Norseman, shoot me an email. My email is on my community page. When you just get a moment, and we'll exchange information, and we'll make that happen. But yeah, on the mid palate is very nice.
I'm not gonna lie, Anthony, this one's kind of funky.
I've heard that on the experimental series.
So this is the experimental series that didn't have the char coat on it.
Yep.
It was
That is
kind of like one of the weird ones.
Well, it's also extremely rare. In other words, there was only, I think, and don't quote me, but if I'm not mistaken, like a case of them that might have went out. And Aaron did say that there were a few. He didn't say how many, a few that went out without that coat. So we do know it exists, and you have one of those bottles.
I mean, it's weird. I don't hate it, but it is weird.
It's not what you expect out of it. It's something that catches you off guard a little bit. It's like,
I'm trying to think of what I could compare it to just for people to. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like it. Like, this isn't something I'd probably pull out most times.
No, but if somebody would come over and say they really want something different,
yeah,
it's like, boy, I got that right here. And most of those experimental series, I don't know too many, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know of too many people that have come out and said, oh my gosh, fall over in your chair. It's worth going and paying the $1,000, the overhyped prices for that bottle, just because of the limited availability of it and what it was thought to be. I'm not knocking it, but the consensus was just what you said. It's not terrible. It's just there's a taste to it that I don't want to say isn't pleasing, but that seems to fit.
But it's not pleasing. I'd rather have this ice cream.
Oh, well, hey, I can understand that. I can really understand that. How does it work when you pour it over ice cream?
Why is it not focusing? My damn camera.
Oh, there it is. It's focused. It's Ben and Jerry's milk and something.
Milk and cookie.
Milk and cookie. Okay.
I'm gonna save the rest of this.
Let me get back to sipping this thing, because let me tell you what. I'm laughing because I read the description on the label and, a luxurious mouthfeel, and I kind of chuckled a bit to myself, but I'll be damned. It is luxurious. It's like Calgon. Take me away. I am not sponsored by Calgon, by the way. Just let's get that out there.
Dude, water's good this time of night. All right, let's dig into this again.
But
so how different do you have one of the experimentals?
No, you were the only one. That's the closest I got to it. Was sitting.
We won it. So for the record, we won it, and Anthony picked it up because hand delivered it for us.
Yeah, that's right. I could walk to this place where they got it from. But anyway, I had it here for a while, and I sent him the picture and tried to make him realize, in other words, he didn't realize how special of a bottle that was. Not because of what it is, but because they had an oops right out of the distillery on X amount of bottles. And he got one of those bottles that they had an oops on the label. Didn't have the char code. But this does not drink like it's 58 ABV. I would cap it at around 100 proof, maybe 102 tops. But if you had later on told me what this was, I would have said absolutely not, because it is such a sippable rye whiskey. truthfully, and the mouthfeel, the spice lasts. So if you like that spice, it lasts. And it's not a strong, hard, peppery type of a spice, but a very, I don't want to say mild mellow, but mellow rolling spice that stays with you with that luxurious mouthfeel.
So I just Googled like the blank barreled charcoal bottles, and it, like Google shows you all of a sudden where you can buy it. Dude, this thing is like $700 to $1,000.
700. I told you they're like $1,000 at the museum store that we went to here, Mike. Remember the museum store?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. Okay. That's how I knew it was $1,000 because I saw one there. I go, you got to be crazy.
Dude, I'm like, first of all, I don't think there's much worth $1,000 in general, but even 700, like it better make me want to take my undies off. And it doesn't.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Remember, luckily, this is a family channel, Mike.
Yeah, luckily we got this for free. We got it for free.
So the final is just
okay. Sorry,
keep everybody suspense. No, it's all good. We're all good. I'm just really sitting here because I'm impressed with this. I spent $85 on this bottle. I would tell you if you can find it for that. I've seen it online around 75. So buy one. If you are a rye person, it's a definite buy. I think that this is a delicious rye, a sweet rye, a nice mellow spice rye at 58.22 ABV. I'm sorry, it just doesn't drink like that. Not that it's a bad thing. Absolutely not. I'm a proofy bitch, so anything north of 100, I'm all for. This is really good. This is really good. And let me put a cap on my Magnolia here because when I finish this, I'm probably going to pour myself another one, and then I'll end my stream with the Magnolia. But this Smoke Wagon Blender Select is a definite hit, people. I encourage you, if you have a chance to either get a sample or buy a bottle, buy it. It's good.
Man.
So get back to the more important stuff, Grandpat. When did you find this out?
Found it out today. We were very excited.
Okay. So then this is literally breaking news.
Literally just found out. She hasn't even had her first doctor's appointment, so I'm not supposed to talk about it. But yeah, she my granddaughter pops out on the what's it called? FaceTime. And she says baby number 3 was the big sign that she was holding for my wife and I. So yeah, it was really fun.
Oh.
So we don't know if it's a boy or girl yet or anything like that, but oh shit. Hey Mark.
What's up?
Yeah, but we're very excited. We're gonna be grandparents again. So baby number 3 from my daughter. So
hey. That's I mean, that's wonderful. It really is.
Hey, congrats, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my oldest son he wants to have kids. He's gay, doesn't have a significant other yet. So may not be a grandparent from him, but may, because he wants to. The next son down from my daughter is 30 and completely single. And then I have an 18-year-old that I hope does not make me a grandpa again for a few years because he still lives here. So we'll
That's
see.
Right. Stress that. Mm-hmm.
But my first 2 grandkids are absolute blessings, and I love them. And
I
haven't had to change one diaper. So that is
the real blessing right there.
Yeah.
I can tell you, in all my life, I have not changed a diaper.
Not one?
In your whole life?
Wow.
One.
That's
No,
living.
not one. I have always said to my wife, here you go.
Yep. So here's my Ben, my son may do that. He does have a boyfriend that he's very serious with, and they want to at some point, but that's a pretty expensive and complicated thing. So adoption is an option, but it's not necessarily a for sure thing for anyone. So
when my wife and I looked into the adopting, knew that it was costly until you started getting into it, and then you're $20,000-$30,000, and I said,
yeah,
I am not buying a kid.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I could see my son like looking at adopting someone from a foreign country. Like I could see that being his biological father was Ecuadorian, so I could see something from South America or something like that, but it really remains to be seen how passionate he is about. He's also notoriously cheap, so it's what his real passion and palate is for that, but
notoriously cheap.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he didn't get that from you. No.
He
no.
got
I could just see over your shoulder. Yeah, he did not get that from you.
Yeah. But but we work. My daughter does. The other two boys, can biologically do it, but it's one's single at 30, running out of time. Not really though. Like I feel like there's still a lot of time. Like my wife had our youngest when she was almost 40. So
yeah.
And men typically date younger. That's just the way that I feel like that's kind of I don't want to say typical because like I married older, but
yeah. It's a cultural norm.
Yeah, it's a cultural norm. But my 18-year-old, like he's got girlfriends all the time. And I just, every time he's like, I need to talk to you. I'm like, what is it? He's like, about my car. And I'm like, oh, thank God. It's only a couple $1,000. That's fine.
Yeah.
About my car. That's right.
Oh, there you go, Ben. We just need to hook your sister up with my son. By the way, he loves Canada.
Yeah.
He can go up there.
Yeah, you can go to Canada. I'm happy.
Yeah. What the heck? But you know what? I mean, not to harp on this thing, but this is a good rye.
Yeah, that's really good. So
this really is a good rye.
The only rye the only thing I've I don't want to say dislike because I don't dislike it, but the only thing I haven't loved from Smoke Wagon is this.
Well,
I have another rye from Smoke Wagon that's really good. This one.
I'm just saying this was not what I was expecting. I kind of, like I said, I laughed a little bit to myself reading the label, the luxurious mouthfeel. Sorry, but
I laughed when you said that too. I was like, luxurious. Oh,
luxurious. It was, and I'm still chuckling over it, but by gosh, it's luxurious. There is no doubt about it that I may have to actually, I'm about to say this, I'm tempted to get a backup for this sucker because I once this gets out, I don't know who's reviewed this yet because I haven't seen anybody do it, but basic review is, hey, this damn thing is good.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about earlier finding mint in rye. And so I poured just half an ounce, just to try a couple ryes that I have. And of course, I didn't get any on the Michter's, didn't really get any on the Sagamore. I know that the rye that I've liked the least was the Wilderness Trail rye. That was like a peppery piece of spearmint gum. I didn't like it at all. The driftless.
What the heck?
The driftless Glen rye is like Andy's mint, like a chocolatey mint. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
So,
Is
story
that
about
one?
that.
Is that the mash and drum one?
Yeah.
Mash and Jordan. Yeah.
So, Andy's candies that you referred to. So,
Well, they
back in the
call
day-
that one like mint chocolate chip or whatever, right?
Mint caramel dream. Yeah.
Mint caramel
Yeah, I was gonna say
dream,
it was something mint. I can't remember. Okay, good. But back when I was in college, I worked at Olive Garden when it was still owned by General Mills.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
Olive Garden, Red Lobster, and a
Right.
couple of other, all the same. But anyway, so those Andy's candies, of course, are everywhere.
They were like in a bowl at the front counter, right?
Oh, God, I had them by the box, but I would eat those things all the time. And now it's like I got to put the hand up because I even like if my wife and I go, I pass it off. It's just like, no, I can't do it anymore.
Because you overdid it.
Oh, I mean, they were always there. So between that, the pepperoncinis, the croutons for the salad, because I just go back and yeah, I know you're not supposed to pick stuff up, but I would put them in a cup and I would eat the pepperoncinis and the croutons and go back out. You know, come in one door, go through the other side, and out the other one. And they were good.
That sounds like a good snack. Have them in the same cup together, the pepperoncinis and the croutons.
Oh yeah. Just take a bite and then thing of croutons. Oh, it was. I really enjoyed it. Then it was perfect because by the time I'd get off, get back to school, get cleaned up, go out, I didn't need anything to eat. I was full.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was full. I didn't need anything.
But while we're talking about Red Lobster, what about those cheddar biscuits?
Cheddar biscuits.
Oh,
cheddar biscuits.
Oh, those
They're
are
only like
bomb.
3,000 calories a piece, but fuck
That's all right. That's all right.
You'll walk it off with busting tables and stuff. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or just walk into your car.
Yeah. Yeah. You just don't know.
Man, those cheddar biscuits are good. I'm hungry. I just had ice cream.
Yeah, I know this is called mint caramel dream, but I get more like Andy's mint or chocolate chip mint ice cream. I get more chocolate than I get caramel.
Dude, I have that. I'm gonna pour it.
I like it.
You do that, Mike.
I like it a lot.
I'm gonna add a little more of this Smoke Wagon to my glass.
I might have had a Smoke Wagon rye in a sample. I know I've never had a bottle of it. Nice.
I don't know if, let me just see. Where's it at? Oh, well. It was there. It's just not come through. I can see it, but it's not going to come through on the glass. But it's just beaded up on the side.
Oh, with the oil.
Yeah. So like I said, that's that luxurious mouthfeel.
I just rubbed whiskey all over my nose.
That's all right.
These luxurious libations.
It is luxurious.
It's fine.
So I've got it past the shoulder. I'm going to put the cork on it because I'm going to do my best not to touch this for at least a week, if not 2. And I'm going to come back to it, give it a chance to open up a bit. And I still have some Magnolia in this glass, and so I'll use this one as my
I definitely get more mint chocolate than I get mint caramel on this.
Yeah, you too? Yeah. I like it a lot, though.
No, it's good. I like it, yeah. Don't tell Jason.
And you know, so on the second glass of this and on the nose, I'm really now starting to pick up some malty sweetness.
Are you still on the Smoke Wagon? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I missed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I poured a second glass of this thing. I said my closing one that would be my beginning pour, the Magnolia.
Yeah.
So I put the lid cap on it and then poured another one of this. But I'm really starting to get some more prevalent notes of that malt or malty sweetness on here.
I get way more mint on this one, Mark, on the finish than I get towards the front end.
I don't get mint on the front end. It's always on the back and it rolls
Rise,
up.
that's normal, yeah.
Yeah. It always on the back and rolls up. Now I'm hoping to see if I can get a hint of the smoke that was indicated on there. And I haven't gotten it, but now that I'm acclimated to it, I'm going to search for that on my sips here and see what else I can come up with.
Sorry.
Because it mentioned smoke and I'm like, oh, it's very light, I'm sure, but I would like to see if I can find that in here.
Peerless. Midwinters.
It's late. Is that what James Morgan is saying right now? Pretty sure it's like 5:47 in the morning there or something like that.
Yeah, 5:47, 6:47. Yeah.
I'm not sure I would call that late, James. I think I would call that it's early. Like most people would be like, "Oh, I just woke up."
Not me. I'll be at work by that time.
Yeah, unless you're James Morgan or Big Vic.
That's true. I think Vic ended at 5 a.m. our time this morning.
Oh, this morning? God,
this morning.
God bless him. He works hard
like
at
I said, he was on, and I was catching bits and pieces, and like I said, the internet was just buffering so bad for me up there at camp, but that's all right.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah. And parents were up there this weekend, so I had to make sure I got up there and chatted. Besides, I had to replace my dad's kitchen faucet. And you haven't had that joy yet, Mike, but if you ever do, it is such a joy to replace things on your camper.
Oh, geez, I can only imagine.
That, yes, exactly. You can only imagine the joy that it brings you.
What's up, Big Vic?
Oh, Big Vic, heard that. I wasn't bad mouth. Was I bad mouthing Vic there?
No,
not at all. That guy.
Not at all.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's really coming through for those people that are up late drinking alone, and him being there for them. I love it.
Yeah, I really appreciate you being there for the alcoholic. I mean, for the people that stay up late drinking.
For the night owls.
Night owls. That's it. The night owls.
I want you to know I got up to watch you end the stream as I was drinking my coffee.
It's not a drinking problem. It's no problem drinking.
No, absolutely. Yeah. I watched him when he signed on, when he didn't freeze, and then he'd start back up, and I'd watch some more, and finally.
I wonder if it's YouTube, StreamYard, or people's internet.
Up at camp. It's just up at camp.
Internet.
Well, I was up at camp, and but no, yes, I think you're right to a part of that, Mike. That other streamers have told me that it seems they're people are telling them that they're getting buffering or longer delays than usual. If I'm saying that right, I don't know, but so far so good here on my end, because now I really watch the basically in and out rate, I call it. How much am I pushing out and what's coming back?
The internet speeds upload and download.
Yep. Upload and download. You got it.
I know what you're talking about. And so I think some of that might have to do with the servers they're on, because there's different servers feeding different areas. And so if there's a hot time in a certain area and that server gets bogged down at a certain time, I'm sure that has something to do with it.
Well, thank goodness we have an expert on that here on this stream tonight.
I'm I'm nowhere near an expert.
Mm-hmm. Well, neither is Mike, but I bet you he knows something about it.
Yeah, I'm not a. You know who knows this shit is freaking Burben.
Mhm.
Well, he was in here.
That's
Yeah.
actually what Burben does. Like
Yep,
Burben
that is his lane. Yeah.
Oh, that is his lane.
Yeah.
In two toes.
Yep, and Tony. Yep.
And Tony. Yep. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. But yeah, I made sure I didn't wear my other hat. I put this one on tonight.
I like it.
And Burben
Dude,
doesn't
you
like
hot
the hat.
Son of a bitch, Anthony. God damn.
Burben doesn't like my
I like
summer
that
hat.
shirt, by the way, Mark.
Oh,
Yeah,
this.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
a wonderful shirt. Here, this is the one I got on. Things I want to do today.
Nothing.
Yep.
Yes.
That would be my Sunday shirt.
Well,
And so would Mark's.
it's what I put on this morning up at camp, and I said, okay.
What do you think
So
of
there we
the Shayla shirt there, Anthony?
I see that
Does it say
Shayla shirt.
Slammerhead?
Yep. It says Shay Lammard.
Oh,
Head.
Shay Lammerhead.
So on her stream, she starts doing samples, and everybody says she's getting Shay Lammard.
Right,
Head.
right. I like it.
It was her. It was her and I collaborated on the design. So
I like it. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
she's amazing. She's so funny.
Oh yeah, I love Shay.
I have a robot one that I'm thinking of putting together for
The Shayla
you know,
bot.
the Shayla bot. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she should totally wear that when she's doing her.
When
her
she's doing
deeds.
Map Madness. Yeah,
Yep.
she needs the Shayla bot one. But it's hard because she looks really good in the Chug Life shirt.
Yep, true story. Yeah, Shayla's awesome.
She's great. Anthony, I need to go to bed.
You can.
But
I understand.
I wanted to drop in. I
No,
hope
that's
you
it.
are.
Appreciate you. Well, here we go.
You
Mr.
should go
Abernathy.
early next week because Adam and I aren't.
Oh, really?
We're going to be
that's
coming
right.
back from Michigan. Yep.
Yeah. You'll be coming back.
Oh, that's right. You'll be coming back Sunday. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're flying out Friday, aren't you, or Thursday?
We're flying there Thursday. We come back Sunday morning, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be tired of drinking.
Really?
Is that a thing?
Adam will be. You know how he is. He's a lightweight. I could
Yeah.
go all weekend long, but
That's right. Well, all right. Well, maybe I'll fill in your time slot.
yeah, for sure, do it.
Okay.
If I'm able, I might even jump on with you.
Okay. Well, then there you go, people. You
I
heard it
mean,
here first.
Unless you don't want me to, and then just use the safe word we talked about.
Yes. Yes. Hey, don't jump off yet, Mike. 1 second, because somebody I know wants to see you.
Oh, Ben's in the house.
Ben, we were just talking about you.
His ears were ringing.
Oh, he heard.
What did I do now?
We're talking about internet stuff. Evan, ooh,
Internet
1783.
Hold that up again. Oh, that's that 1783.
The Heroes Edition.
Yeah,
Here
I know.
am going to bed at 10:50, and it's like almost 1 a.m. And Ben's like, "Oh, I'll jump on."
Jump on and have a pour.
That's right.
The universe is already starting its shit this week, so we'll see.
Oh, is
Uh-oh.
it?
Mhm.
Ben, no.
Oh yeah, Mom had a round of chest pain this evening, so you know.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, you know, man plans, God laughs. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, here's to her health, man.
Yes, right. To Mom.
Well, for the record, Ben, I was about to leave before I knew you were coming on, so it's not because you're here.
Yes, right.
I don't blame you if it is.
All right, Mike. Well,
All
it's
right,
always
I'll
a
see you
pleasure.
guys later. Ben, see you in a few days, buddy.
Yeah, like I said, unless the universe laughs, and it's
Yeah,
trying.
There you go.
The universe tries to stick it in your uncensored.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you guys.
All right, good night,
See you,
Mike.
Mike.
So how's that smoke whizzle?
I'm telling you what. I'm impressed.
Better than
I
the
think it's pretty good. I definitely tell you to buy it if you can find it at the $80 range, $85 range. I don't know what it is in your area, if it hit it out there yet. But,
Yeah.
okay.
How is it
It's a-
compared to the malted? Do you have the malted?
No, I haven't even wasted my time with that.
Yeah.
Everybody says the malted is just not where it's at.
Oh, really?
But this, I've already said that I think the backup is in my future here within the next 24 to 48 hours. That's how sure I am. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this.
He's out. Make shirts.
Get the big Vic barrel pick. Holy smokes.
So claws.
Wow, goodness gracious. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to pin that just because.
California Dreamin'.
Wow.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
What's that?
Cheers.
Come on here. What this thing is? I do not know. Here we go. Say sometimes
You can't pin more than one link though, unless you make.
no, correct. No, it was just being obstinate. It wasn't taking it, and I'm like, what the heck?
So you don't want anybody else to join us on stream?
If they want, they know how to get a hold of me.
You're not wrong.
Sipping a sample of Smoke
Eric,
Wagon
the one that-
Experimental Rye F-Char.
The one that Mike had, I forget what it is, but I picked that up for him, and they forgot to put the char code on there. So it was very few bottles. I think my opinion, it was a case. Aaron did confirm that a few did get out without that on there.
So it wasn't a whole barrel.
No. It was just like a case or two. So got out without them putting in the char code. And I forget what it was. And I did know it because he confirmed it on Instagram, I think it was. He said, yeah, if you got out, but they're this code.
So they started bottling out of a barrel and then said, oh, wait, stop. No, we were going to do another thing.
No.
I don't get it.
So each barrel had a different char. So let's just say A, B, C, D, E, F.
Right.
All right. They just forgot to write it on the label.
Okay, so it didn't get written on the label.
It didn't get written on the label.
Okay, I thought you meant that process got skipped and they got bottled anyway.
No. So he got a true extreme unicorn bottle.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a U.S. Mint misprint.
Yep. But the experimentals, I'll say this, Eric here is one of the few people that I can say I know that said, holy smokes, this is really good. Quote,
nice.
Really good. Nice. Most people say, it's all right. Or like Mike said, there was like I don't hate to use the term funk to it, but a funky taste that he just didn't care for.
Yep.
So, but it's the experimental series. It was just how it is. The juice is pretty much the same. It's just how they did the barrels.
Oh, what?
And I think some of the proofs might have been a little higher, a little lower. Don't quote me, but anyway.
All right, Eric, I'll send you a message, Eric. If you just join the Patreon, then send me your address, and I'll make sure you get Northwest Bourbon bottle stopper. Just let me know if you want the subdued black one, the OD green one, or the red, white, and blue one.
Yeah, but he doesn't have one of the originals like I do.
You got one out of the first batch.
What's more impressive is that he calls him a cork stopper.
No, I thought I said bottle stopper. Did I say cork stopper?
No. Okay, bottle stopper. It doesn't matter. Look at it again. Okay, now turn it over.
You watch too much TikTok or something, man. That's no.
See, there it is. It fit.
Oh, Ben.
Custom Northwest Bourbon BPs. bottle plugs. All right.
There you go. They'll plug up your bottle, all right.
Goodness gracious. I'm terrible.
Yes, I am.
But that's okay. That's why I love you.
But true, Ben, if you could find one of these,
Yeah, they'll hit here. They just haven't landed yet.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's a definitely a decent rye. Really, it is.
I have
This one, I think Adriana would kill for, or kill me if I sent it to her.
Yeah, I was gonna say kill you with or kill for or kill the cause.
But the rye for me, it did not really come in until like the 4th, 5th sip. I at first I said I'm not getting the rye, getting the mint on the finish. But then the dill is there.
Mm-hmm.
The dill is there. You get a little bit of that on the nose too. But I got it down to the shoulder already, and I'm going to try not to touch it for at least a week to 2 weeks, just to see how it works out. And so, I don't know. I may start early next weekend, Sunday, and stream in the place a live wire, because they're going to be in transit and probably won't be in the mood to partake in some beverages. So Mike had asked me, and so I was like, yeah, what the heck? I'll go a couple hours early and finish it. Yeah. Well, you know what? That would be perfect, because Nana, I have to get up at 3 a.m.
Actually, this cool thing, there's not actually a schedule. You can go whenever.
No, but I'll fill in for him. That's for sure. But yeah, I got to start getting up at 3 a.m. that week.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. But I got to be at work at 5, so that means I got to be there at least at 4:45. So yeah. But anyway,
That's stupid. You should quit.
hey, I'm all for it, but my wife says I got to work, so I just say yes, dear.
Oh, you were a well-kept man for a while.
Oh, I was, still am, but it's all right. I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm.
So you're on the Smoke Wagon, huh? Are you still on it, or are you drinking something else now?
I'm still on it. This is my second glass.
Okay.
Bourbon Baller. Yeah, this is the Blenders Select one that I guess it just kind of hit. And I've heard that it was out. I just never saw it. And I just stumbled upon it this past week. And this one is good. The green labeled, the malted one,
What he did was he took the malted one, and blended it with a different non-malted rye mash bill.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
We have a club that is often wasted in the middle of the moment with a drink.
But
Bourbon, I know your first pour was the Hero Edition, and so I poured a glass of that to catch up with you, because I was drinking a rye with them when you first jumped on.
All right, so I'll drink a rye with him. I don't have a Smoke Wagon rye. Huh.
Get a Knob Creek or something like that. Get your Sagamore. Or...
I was drinking.
West Coast here. I got just the perfect rye. Just the perfect rye right here.
Oh, is that Lee's pick?
If once the camera decides to do its thing, there we go.
There we go. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Yeah.
John and Lee's Wicked Batch number 7.
Going in the glass.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Well, he's doing that in honor of Adriana. Since she won't drink it, he will.
The purple behind me in the T-shirt is in honor of Adriana.
Well, that's why you're drinking the Knob Creek rye too, right?
Well, I don't think
Since she won't.
I
You
don't
will.
think she accepts the rye, but
Yeah. Like I said, since she won't, you will.
I'm actually trying to figure out, since I'm going to probably have my first drink with her and Nick this weekend, what Knob Creek I should bring along.
You should put it in a
going to go
sample
up there
bottle.
too?
You should put it in a sample bottle that says Bourbon Baller Lee's Knob Creek Pick and not include the name Ryan and see if she likes it.
And I'll send her with that sound clip from Mark, Northwest Bourbon.
Mhm.
You would.
Yes, I would.
Appreciate it.
One of your favorite picks he had ever done.
Oh, nice. It's a good one. It's really good.
Hey, I mean, pretty sure I have some of the only bottles of Bowler's Picks on this side of the country, so I got to represent.
That's it. Oh, the Knob single barrel rye pick. All right. But yeah, this is, like I said, it's if you're not into dill, that flavor is prevalent in the Blender Select with Smoke Wagon on their straight rye. But,
Really?
yeah, it's there. But now I just caught a little wisp of mint here on the finish. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Oh, is it?
But when I drink an Elijah Craig, the rye from Elijah Craig, boom, mint. Mint, mint, mint. It's there. And it's one of the few that it is just, it's like, bam, it hits me. But it didn't always. It didn't always. I don't know why. Maybe after I got acclimated to it, yeah, I pretty much always get it now on that bottle. And I think I'm on my second bottle of it.
I'll try this one again, see if it's as bad as I remember. Just a little taste, because I was telling you that it was the worst minty one that I'd had.
Well, apparently, if it's the worst minty one you had, there's what, a fourth of a bottle left?
No, I when I bought this bottle, I went on it with somebody else, and so when we got it, I poured half of it in another bottle and gave it to him because we went in on it together.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to drag your tongue across the carpet?
Well, that time I got like a wintergreen, like the chewing tobacco mint.
Oh, that's the good stuff right there. That's the good stuff. When you tell me you're tasting the chewing tobacco mint, like you're even getting a good old chaw beech nut wintergreen.
I'll have to send you a sample of this and tell me what you think.
Well, that's a pick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Pick of D's.
Uh-huh.
Well, I have a pick of that, not that one, but I have a pick. I think it's superb.
A Wilderness Trail pick?
Yeah, right.
I have a couple.
Matter of fact,
There are good ones and there are not good ones.
Well, I'm fortunate then, but I will tell you, Dan, aka Deathless Dogs, loved it and just crushed a bottle of it. And I've
really?
got one, and there's still about a dozen or two left. And for some reason, I saw them there last week, and I'm like, I cannot believe you guys still have these. And they've been there a year, give or take, and I'm going to go more to the give, but
Yeah.
it is a really good rye.
Oh, is
Lady Gaga is on the back.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's a good bottle.
And it's a Wilderness Trail rye pick.
Wilderness Trail. What is the proof on that?
I was gonna say Wilderness Trail rye pick with Lady Gaga. What would I call that?
Delicious.
No, I was thinking of what clever name they named it. Like why Lady Gaga would be on it.
I think it was when she was wearing all green or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's in green. Yeah. Here.
What's up, Nick Proman?
Boom.
Liquor lineup. Oh yeah.
Liquor lineup. Yep.
Yeah.
And
We've done worse.
it's 4 years, 5 months old. 52.5 ABV. So I had to look a little closer.
So it's 105.
Yeah. Cheers, Nick. We're drinking rye just because Adriana won't. But yeah, this is probably one of the more dill forward ryes
You're a dill.
I've had. And speaking of the devil, I said his name 3 times tonight.
Dano.
It only takes 3, man. That's it.
Hey,
Dan's in the
Dan,
Shit, I might have to
how
order.
good was this?
Oh, it's so good.
Thank you.
I got to have a pour or two out of that bottle because I bought it for my friend, who's like a huge Lady Gaga fan,
Oh,
and he
Look at
loved
that.
it.
I like
Oh,
that
and we got
egg
the
roll.
roll there. We got the whole damn thing. Look at that beautiful boy.
Hey,
Hello,
Mr.
Race.
Emenecker. Cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
It's kind of
How
How
what's
are
up,
you?
Marky?
I don't like that name, but thanks, Marky. I'm good.
Okay, my bad.
Cheers
The
to you.
marquee.
Apologize.
Oh, okay,
Cheers,
well, that's
buddy.
a different thing. No, it's fine.
It's
I'll survive.
Monk.
Mark E. I got you. Mark E. You got to put a little space in there.
Yeah.
I
Well,
understand what
it's
you're saying.
Mark E. Mark. It's Mark E. Mark.
And the Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
We're the
Oh,
funky
believe me,
bunch.
there's a funky bunch here
Yeah, I'm a little
tonight.
funky.
I took a shower, but I was definitely part of the funky bunch before I did that tonight.
Oh yeah.
I was out sawing tree limbs and shit all day. Like it was
Wow.
Oh yep.
The hailstorm took
it was
out
a
trees.
funky bunch. Oh man.
Hey,
we
Mr.
got off
Bigley.
easy.
Scroll
compared
up,
to our
Scott.
neighbors.
Scroll up.
Yeah, I definitely put in some pruning on my apple and plum tree today.
Are
You
they
did.
producing fruit this year?
Yes.
Nice.
Not nearly as much as last year, though. The plum tree was just like branches falling to the ground last year. This year, it's like not even a third of the crop, though.
Wow. Isn't it kind of like every other year they
Are
really
they one of those
hit
trees
or
that
something?
alternates?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
see, it's a golden plum tree, so they're
Okay.
yellow. And it seems I'll have 2 years in a row that are just like tons of fruit, and then
Mhm.
1 year where it's really, really
Some
low.
off here.
So
yeah.
it's like 2 on, 1 off. It's really weird.
The apples should be
Speaking-
good, right? 'Cause
speaking of
Washington
that-
apples is a thing.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Scott?
Hey, what's
Speaking
up,
of-
Scott?
And now that I just got on, it's like about to downpour, so that'll
Oh,
be
yeah?
fun. At least I'm in my garage, so
I hope
Yeah.
there's no hail, man. Like,
I don't know. There was some lightning earlier.
So,
Oh,
Anthony, what's the word on the blender select?
Buy it.
I don't have blender
If you
select.
don't
But I'm gonna
mind-
drink a little regular old.
At
Small
80?
If you
Is
don't
that what it-
mind a little
is that what it goes
dill,
at?
Mark, if you don't mind a little dill,
Wait,
it's definitely got that on the nose. You'll pick that up, and then it comes in on the finish. I don't have a problem with it, but
No.
I'm telling you what, it doesn't drink like it's 58.22, at least my batch, 58.22 ABV. Definitely 100. I might go 102, 105, maybe. If you
On the proof,
ask
you mean?
me,
Oh.
what's that?
On the proof, what it seems like?
Yeah,
What you
it
feel like
does
the proof
not
is?
drink as high as it actually is. Does not.
oh, I just have the bottled and bond Smoke Wagon rye. That's the only one I have.
Yeah, no, I have the blender select. I just picked this up. Just
Shut up,
picked this up a couple of days ago.
Is it like 80?
Like $80, $85.
Dan, how do you like the Bottled and Bond?
I'm gonna drink it right now, actually, because I haven't had it in a while.
I forget if the Bottled and Bond is the alternate mash bill or if it's also malted.
I don't know. I think I've only had it once.
Hey,
I haven't heard that. Ben of the North.
Canadians
What's up,
have
Ben?
arrived.
Imposter. Imposter.
The Canadians
Oh,
have arrived.
I thought it was Ben Demon Hunter.
Well,
It is.
it is.
Is it Ben Dram Hunter? I'm confused.
All three.
But
All the above?
Is it Ben Dover? Oh, I'm totally confused.
Different guy.
The only one he's in your
not
office.
that British.
but
I'm not that British.
Last bit. Speaking of rye.
I am surprised.
Monster.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's the redemption. Oh, you got the 10-year. Oh yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Yes, you
Oh, okay.
do.
Okay.
That is like gold.
It's a good.
It is very good.
And you would
Very good.
these things. I'm kind of a rye guy. I think. Bourbon's good, but
I like rye. I can drink them summer, fall, winter, spring. I don't care. I like rye. It's a good drink. One of my first favorite like bottles rye, this straight rye, Bullet.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
regular
Oh,
bullet
my
rye is
God.
great in like a Manhattan.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Everyone tells me that, but I'm not a mixed drink person, but
I don't think I've had that. But yeah,
oh wow. I just like it. I mean, that was a bottle that when I cracked it, it was like, oh, you could just put a straw in that thing and just sit there in your easy chair and sip on that.
Russell's.
You
I think the
could.
first one I had was a Michter's single barrel rye, just that regular release. That was
Mhm.
make cocktails with and sip on. It's kind of before I just
You-
started sipping stuff straight.
You'll get those bottles that sometimes they're not fancy or anything like that, but holy smokes, it just hits every box on your palate, and it's like, oh
Yeah,
my goodness,
yeah. Bullet rye is solid for being as
It-
cheap as it is.
for the money.
Nothing wrong with box on your palate.
Yeah.
That's something people never really talk about is like budget ryes. I mean, budget bourbon is always a hot topic. but
Oh yeah,
budget
but
rye
budget rise.
just doesn't really come up.
Russell's Reserve single barrel, the 106 one or whatever it is. It's a good
Turkey 101. Yeah.
Yeah, Wild Turkey 101 rye is, I think, the best.
Mhm.
Oh,
Turkey
it
101
is.
rye.
But
No,
I like
rye
rare breed
bullet,
rye. I like rare
bullet.
breed rye though. You can find
well, we're talking
I wouldn't call that
more
budget.
value
though.
priced, but
it. No, that's,
Forester rye.
It's like 55 to 60.
yeah.
I think redemption rye though is probably my budget.
Cheers to the base.
This is what happens, Dave, whenever you mix alcohol. All of a sudden you just let everybody on.
Right.
I think I would go favorites wise from Wild Turkey 101 rye to Rittenhouse.
I've
You
never
know-
had Rittenhouse.
I
Rittenhouse
haven't
is pretty
had Rittenhouse.
Yeah, I've
However,
never had it.
Really?
I don't know of anybody that's had it that didn't like it.
I've heard
It's
great
like a
things.
$25 to
From
$30
Pennsylvania.
bottle.
Yeah.
And there's no offensive like sharp notes. Like it's a bourbon drinker's rye. I really like it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's a good one. It's right there, that 100 proof baseline. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Bottom and bond.
Let me say this
Like that.
Smoke Wagon. The Smoke Wagon is such. It has a really great sweetness to it. I mean, so does the Magnolia I was drinking, and they're both MGP. That's why I grabbed the Magnolia. But there's just something about the Smoke Wagon. It's really nice. It really is. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to put my finger on it because I just wasn't expecting that. It's very refined on the palate, If that would make sense.
Yeah.
And I know I said I laughed when I said luxurious mouthfeel, really, but that's what it says on the label.
Right.
But I tell you what, it really is something.
Yeah,
It
the
really is
praise that you have given it tonight without being
I
able
know.
to find the word, I would call it satisfying. Like to where when you drink it, you're like, oh, that was nice. Like there's
will
not a
give you-
there's not a particular note. It's just
No.
a satisfying drink.
It
That's what
is.
it sounds like to me.
It is. It is very, and I will give you that because that's a good analogy of it. You know, I keep looking over at the bottle and like, wow,
The
this is
bottled
one
and
of my
bond is a
more
little
impressive
funny.
bottles this year.
I don't know that I love the bottled and bond rye.
Well, you wouldn't
It's
be
not
doing
bad,
No.
but it's like it lives in this weird territory where it's sweet but bitter at the same time. It's trying to go pickly, but I don't feel like it ever gets there. Like it's living in this weird mid ground. I won it on 21090 actually because Todd didn't like it, so he gave away. You know how
Mhm.
he does the giveaways.
It's Richie Z's birthday.
What?
Richie Z's birthday.
Really?
That's what James Morgan said.
It happens.
No way.
We all have them, whether we like it or not.
Mhm.
Happy birthday, Richie Z.
Once
Happy
a
birthday,
year.
Richie Z.
Richie Z, what are you drinking right now?
Is he in the chat?
I don't know if
Old
he's in the chat.
Overholt?
I did not see him in chat.
He might be lurking.
Oh,
You never
knowing
know
him, he
with
very
Rich.
well could be. If we say his name enough, you know, it probably will pop on.
Like Candyman or like Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
No, that only works
Or
for
Bloody
Jack
Mary.
Patton.
Yeah, that's Bloody Mary's just as bad as Candyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember being a kid getting up the nerve to do the Bloody Mary thing and just like saying it like Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, just like running out of the bathroom.
Run out of
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Thank you.
The mirror?
Around for that.
Okay, I forgot about that. Old Overholt,
Old over
114 fruit pie.
I've never seen the 114. I have a bonded that's not open, but I've never
I
seen
have
the 114.
the Old Overholt. It was accidentally put on the shelf at Total Wine here, and they're not even supposed to have it. But I had picked it up, and I go, "It's mine now."
Mhm.
I've
Walked
only
it to
seen
the
the
counter.
100 proof.
Yeah, I've only got the bonded. I've never seen the 114, but I hear if you see the 114, you buy the 114
Yeah.
from Jim Morris.
There you go.
And if you can't
Jim
trust
would
Jim
know.
Morris,
If
who
you
can
can't trust your mailman, then who can you trust?
Exactly, right?
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
The UPS guy.
He
There's
delivered.
that.
Or FedEx. It just depends.
FedEx, they throw shit in your neighbor's backyard.
I did get a picture today that my bottle I sent to Zenbood for the Alzheimer's giveaway arrived, and it looks to be intact.
Yeah.
There's a picture from FedEx, so
Good.
I haven't heard from him if he's seen the bottle yet, but the box looked to be in a relatively fine state.
Well, you know what, Eric? Moonshine, true moonshine, isn't hard to find in Tennessee either.
Mhm.
But Old Overholt in Las Vegas, 114, is like finding that real unicorn.
Yeah, I've never seen it in Illinois, where I'm at.
So, Mark and Anthony, you guys don't see this out there?
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
Old Overholt.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
we're talking about old Overhaul. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I heard 114, never see it, and I was like, I thought you guys switched subjects, you know?
No.
'cause-
Yeah.
No, but 114, you're right. I
But
go to Old
Mark,
Brandon.
I never see that. The OTD
Really?
114 here.
I've
Oh, you
had
don't?
it. And I, just
I
haven't got
love
another
that
one.
shit.
I haven't got
That's,
another
that's
one.
my jam.
This
Yeah,
is
I-
great, nutty old fashioned.
Yeah.
Oh man,
They get them around here, and each store gets like a case, and there's always some guy that like sits in front and grabs the whole case. And
Oh, that's messed up.
what a deal.
Yeah. yeah,
You got to just, next time you go in there, when you roll in there, you just take your bat with you and say, you're really not taking all them, right?
Right.
Mhm.
You can give me one of those.
he gets up a little bit earlier than I do.
Well, shit, man. Sometimes
So?
you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I also don't. I don't hunt whiskey. Not like that. I don't. I'm not going to sit in front of a liquor store.
No.
Nope. I've never taken a camping chair to a liquor store.
Nope.
I
And I
have.
don't plan on it.
I have twice, but it was for like an event called
Yeah.
Bourbon Fest, where it's just like you line up, you get tickets. But now they don't even do that anymore. But that was more like you just go and hang out with all the local whiskey people in line and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
The fucking Lions Club has got breakfast burritos for sale. Like, it's a good time.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
You know,
Everybody's getting in on the act.
everybody.
Shit.
Hey,
That's what I
somebody-
do. That's what I would do if I owned a food truck. I would try to stay in tune to
Right?
when those things are happening. Go park in that parking lot and just.
100%.
Oh man, you can make a ton of money just selling Gatorades for like $5 a piece and microwave burritos for $5 a piece. Killing it.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, I think the last raffle I went to, I left because half like they had 40 bottles and 25 of them were bourbon cream.
Oh,
So I was like, I'm out. I'm not none of this. I'm not.
that just happened here this last week.
Yeah, I'm like none of it
Bourbon
was worth it.
cream. Oh
There
my
was an auction here last week that I had talked about on my stream as being a total sham before. My friend went just to watch the fucking carnage. He said people, like, when the bourbon cream was up for it, people were paying $120 for bottles of bourbon cream.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa! You're talking about like the Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace
Bourbon
bourbon cream.
cream that goes for like 20.
It's like
$4.99.
$25, $30. Well, dude.
Yeah. $500 for regular
ridiculous.
Blantons.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
What?
it was just people who did not know any better getting fleeced. Like,
That's sad, man.
it was bad.
Well, but if you're dumb enough to shell out that money,
I agree.
I mean, you
I agree with you to some extent. It's just the guy that runs the thing. Am not a fan of.
oh no, I
I knew
totally
that
get it.
he, and I think, it's a whole thing.
Well, like
Um,
earlier when Mike was on, we were talking about things when he pulled out his experimental series, and I said, well, they still have them at the museum store. The museum store is one where they have this huge glass shelf.
Yeah.
There's GTS, there's Stag, and everything else. But we're talking $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, depending upon the bottle.
Mhm.
So, and Lil and Chris were there with us when they were here last September, and he was like, "I can get that cheaper in Australia." He told them, he says, and we get taxed and everything out the wazoo, and he says, I can buy it cheaper in Australia than here, but I very rarely go in there. But you have to, that place, you have to know your prices. Once in a while, you will come out with something good there. Once in a while, you'll come out with something good. But holy smokes. I mean, they've got some stuff there, but if you want it, you're going to pay. And just like you said, Dan, you're getting fleeced.
Yeah, 100%.
Fleeced. It's horrid.
$100 and some for bourbon cream is not cool at all.
No.
That's like a $25 bottle.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's what Mark was saying.
Well,
Right.
and that's the thing. Afterwards, I went to like the Walgreens right after next door. Bourbon cream was just sitting on the shelves.
I
I
bet
was
it
like-
is. And you're like,
Okay,
what discount do I get for buying a case
Yep.
of this stuff?
right. And
Taking
buy a
it off
case
your
and then
hands.
take it back over there and be like, "Hey guys, I got your bourbon cream that you wanted."
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
$50,
going to
it's
give
yours.
them 150. I'll cut you a deal, $100 a bottle right now.
Right.
Cash.
That's also for 50. Why not?
But that was the thing with that auction. It's like I understand. It's just like there's a sucker born every minute and whatever.
Yeah.
It felt predatory the way the guy that was running it did it, because he knew the people that were going to show up were not whiskey people.
Right.
Everything he had was Buffalo Trace, like all Buffalo Trace shit. Like it
You know
was
what?
just,
You know
it
what, Dan?
stunk.
When I had my business back in Pennsylvania, myself and a friend of mine, he graduated from Philadelphia School of Optometry, and I think some of you know my past life. I was an optician. I just decided when I moved out here, I wasn't going to do it again.
Mhm.
Anyway, the markup we saw on some stuff, particularly me, when you went to different places, was astronomical on just everything from your frames to your lenses to what they were charging you for this and that. And I'm like, holy smokes. So long and short of it is I was fair, and I had so much word of mouth business. It wasn't funny that people send their mothers, to me because they knew, one, I wasn't going to take advantage of them. And then long and short of it is I started even going into the nursing homes and stuff at the time because people had family that couldn't get there. So we would go in and help them, either with an exam, fix their glasses or whatever, because it was just too hard for the family to get them into the office.
Right.
But anyway, getting back to that, the absolute absurdity at what some of these shop owners and store owners will do. I mean, I got it. If you want to give me $1,000 for a $50 bottle, look, I'm going to take it. Okay.
Yeah.
But me, when I was in business and stuff like that, I couldn't do that.
Because you have ethics, Anthony.
I was making good money selling the stuff for what I was selling it for.
Right.
And extremely happy to get it. Plus their other family members and so on and so forth. I mean, it was a smaller town. So, if you're taking advantage of people, it will get around.
Mhm.
It'll come back to you. It'll come back.
I wasn't a Pearl Vision, that's for sure.
Right.
Mhm.
One of my
I'm
best
not
friends from
I'm
college,
not knocking Pearl Vision
high
or
school,
Lens Crafters or any
went
of
to
them. But
PCOM,
it was just,
optometrist.
it's just, it was just so bad. It was so bad. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, but it's happening everywhere as far as the secondary market and the prices for stuff like GTS right now. If you Google it online to get 2023s, $900, $1,000+ a bottle for it.
That's why I don't even
know-
Google it, because I'm not doing it.
Nope.
No. Now,
No.
it may or may
Not
not
worth
be sitting right there.
Yeah.
Oh, let me move my finger over. It may or may not be sitting there, but I can assure you, I didn't pay anywhere near that for that bottle.
Right.
Nowhere near that for that bottle. Matter of fact, I paid MSRP for that bottle.
That
And
a
if you
boy.
know MSRP, it's definitely below 2 bills.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So
I know the feels, Anthony. I know the feels.
it's just, and the only reason why I'm saving it is for when Chris and Lowell and stuff come here. That's when I'll crack that, because why not?
Yeah.
It's a special time, special people.
Yeah.
Special occasion, whatever you want to call it.
Why? Chris will say, "I got 7 of those at home, and they're all older."
It's for sharing. It's absolutely for sharing, and that's what I'm.
Oh,
gonna do,
yeah.
is open it then, and that's what I did last time. And I've got other stuff's buried back in, and the only reason why I just haven't cracked it is because there's just me.
Yep. No, I totally get that. Where you come into you get some good shit, and it's
You gotta
I
share.
I would feel like an asshole if I just sat here and drank this all by myself. Like,
Right.
it's like you'd feel like a total dick.
You gotta
Well,
share it. You gotta share it.
You have to share it, and that's the
Yeah.
whole thing about this community. I mean, I can't think of people that I could not pick up the phone and say, "Oh, hey, do you have this? Oh, yeah, can I get a sample of this, or can I get a sample of that?" I mean,
every day.
Hey, I've got samples at my feet. We all talk about floor whiskey, and as much as I pick up off the floor and put up onto the shelf, I find more boxes with samples in it. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, where'd that come from? Then I look at it, oh crap, I forgot about that, or I forgot about this, and you know, I sip them, but you know, it's beautiful, beautiful. All right, sir.
Later, Mark.
Always a pleasure.
I just dumped my Yeti Cup twice. It's time to leave.
All right.
Have a good night.
Right.
Totally get it.
Cheers,
Good night,
man.
Mark.
I mean, I got samples galore, and everyone sends me a nice sample so you can get 2 nice pours out of it
Yeah.
to really know if you appreciate what it is.
Yep. And what I learned along the way is that if they do not have their name on the sample, write it on there when you get it. Because or else if you still have that sample a few months later, so hard to figure out who sent you which sample of something if they only wrote what it is on it. Because I've got a whole box of samples and I'm just like, man, who sent me this one?
I have 3 or 4 samples. When I was drinking them, I knew exactly what they were. They went out of sight, out of mind, but I forgot to write what was in there. And one of them was the JD 10-year, which was good.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
You can tell it's Jack Daniels, but it's not nearly as good as the 12.
I'm not paying $200 for the bottle.
No.
Yeah.
The 10 is like a $70 bottle all day.
Well, I know, but to me, I doubt if I'd pay that for the 10. I would save it up and get one of the.
I'd get a Heroes for 60. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'm just saying that when it comes to its worth, you get a 10-year age statement on some Jack Daniels, $70 tops. Yeah.
Nope. I'm with you all day on that.
Yeah.
I'm with you all day on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my last pour of the night, I told you everyone I'm going to be finishing up my Magnolia. So that's what I've got in my glass.
Yep. And I'm late for going out and walking the dog, so I got to run too.
Don't run. But I'm sure they're waiting for you.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, cheers, brother. Always a pleasure having you on.
Absolutely. And I've got my other thing open, and when I'm done with them, if you guys are still in the back room, I'll be able to jump back in.
I'm sure they will.
I opened another window with the.
Yeah, I'm sure they will be. I may not be, but they know the rules.
You got to work in the morning. I get it.
Yeah, well, they know the rules. They can stay on as long as they damn well want.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Good Mark.
Night.
Chad.
Can you get Magnolia, Ben? For Ben?
Can I get it in New York?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do I have a bottle of the weed?
You have a bottle of it. I know you do, but
there.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's right. Yeah. Let me get my phone. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's decent 4-year MGP, right?
Oh, I believe when I got it. No, that's bourbon and it's a weeder. And when I got it, I think it's younger than 4 years. I think that's like 2 years. I have to check it though. I've had that for years at this point already. So.
Well, so then it is a 4-year.
No. Well,
well, now it is, right? Not for your age.
That's right. That's right. But when Bobby sent that to me, and he was like, "You're gonna like it," I was like, "Okay, 4-year bottle in a bond, MGP rye, 95 rye. All right." I was like, "Oh, this is nice," and it is. These are sorry. That particular one I like a lot, and I don't always go to it. I go around it because I can't get it here anymore. I can get it by making a call. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. One call and it will be here. But wow, for we were talking about value bourbons. I think that one is $40. Don't
Which
quote
one is
me. I
that
don't know
now?
what it is now.
Magnolia?
Magnolia.
Yeah, I don't see that here.
Uh, it is a nice sipper. It
Nice.
truly is 100 proof, bottled and bond. It is a nice sipping rye. The Smoke Wagon is a little more viscous and a notch sweeter.
Hmm.
Just coming off of it. The proof jumping from 58 to 50. I will say this now, in comparison, is I can tell the difference from where I was to where I went to, where before it was gray. But after the second glass of the Smoke Wagon and then finishing the stream up with this, yeah, I could taste the difference. However, I do get some similarities now between the two, because both being MGP, I can pick up some more distinctive notes that they share. But the Smoke Wagon definitely is above the Magnolia. So that being said, either one's a good buy.
Nice. I just poured more Campfire. Since every time I come on your channel, I drink Campfire.
Well, but you have the older one.
Yep.
I actually looked at that tonight, and I go, no, because I was looking at the Boo Rye, I was looking at the Rendezvous Rye because I wanted something to start off with.
Mm-hmm.
But then I remembered I had the Magnolia, and I said, okay, MGP.
Yeah.
So I grabbed the Magnolia.
Yeah. I'm reorganizing stuff and getting it up on the shelves and all that. And I've just decided I've got no place for High West on my shelves, really.
You have space on the floor behind you.
Yeah, like I'm just getting rid of it. Like I'm drinking through.
Yeah.
I've got a Yippee, like, and that'll just go in my like rye shelf, and that'll.
So
be
let me
fine.
ask you on that Yippee Kayo.
Uh-huh.
Did you find it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
It's
wasn't
not great.
anything that
It's
made
not
you go,
exceptional.
wow.
I mean, it's like so earlier when you talked about Bullet Rye, I said it's great in a Manhattan. I prefer rye Manhattans, and that's basically what that is in a bottle. It's rye finished in vermouth. It's a Manhattan in a bottle, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like it, but I don't know. There's nothing from High West that wows me, and to where like I need to carve out something on my shelf for them anymore.
Some of the older midwinters, but not the newer ones.
Yeah. I did not feel bad about killing the 9. I think 9 was the one I had. Didn't feel bad about killing that at all. But
but is that?
But is that?
Well, if you come on, Ben or Vic, it'll be you. It'll be
No, like I like Campfire. I would buy a bottle of the new Campfire and just put it on my shelf with my scotchy stuff and just just have it there.
Well, I was impressed with the bottle I got this year, but everybody that's had this year said it is good, but previous years were better. I don't know if it was because it's a little older, but they're all NAS.
And I think honestly, we as a whiskey drinking public, that's always the thing. The thing that it used to be was always better, but when we had it back then, it wasn't that great because the thing before that was better. We're all gacked on nostalgia, I think.
Yeah.
As a community, as a whole, like we just are like that. it's like I've bunkered just a paper label 101 wild turkey just to have it 5 years from now and drink it and see like, is this really any fucking different than what we're putting out now? Or like it's just I think it's when a label changes, everybody loses their fucking mind and thinks like everything about this whiskey has changed when literally it could just be a different label they put on the bottle.
And you know what?
The campfire is a different story because it took some years off and it's come back.
Yeah.
But like Maker's 46, like they just put it in the regular.
It's just different bottle. Yeah,
different Maker's bottle, different label, and
it's a different batch.
Yeah. I mean, there's batch variants, but it's just like new label Maker's 46 is terrible. Old label was where it's at, and then everybody goes out and tries to buy the old. It's just like Jesus.
It's still Maker's 46. It is their
shit.
base expression. This is what they got. They hit the
with
ground
the
running
46
with.
Dave. Like, I mean, it's just it's
the thing that turned me off about High West is like they keep raising their prices.
And I agree with Nick on that. He commented on that. He said it's good, but the problem is that
And like
the price.
a lot of it's overpriced. Yeah.
I've heard rumors that the next midwinters is going to be $225 retail, and I'm like, there's no way I'm paying $225 for
I wouldn't pay
sand.
Yeah.
It's like there's no way I'm paying $225 for a Maker for.
Hey, Z-Man.
Fresh bottle crack on the Miller Lite.
Hey, he's coming in for the final pour, and he's cracking a beer. So,
yes, sir.
That's right.
But you're right. I turned it down at 159 or 169
just this last year,
just after Christmas this year, when I was down visiting my father in Yuma.
When they screwed up and put it online, I bought a fair share of bottles because they also had no limit. That was their mistake. But it was at 150, and I felt dirty about that. I was like,
yeah. See, I've never been in love with midwinters like a lot of people are. So my hard limit on it was like the 99 I was used to. When I heard it jump in price,
I would
was like,
drop
nah.
it in a heartbeat.
At $100, it's nice. Like I never hunted for it, but I'd find it.
Yeah,
just in the store, and if that $99.99,
yeah,
I would pick it up.
2 years ago,
it's a fun like Christmas pour to have on Christmas night. It's just just is what it is. But
and that's the thing. Like,
I'm not sure.
There are other companies who came out with a Boo-Rye that are better for cheaper. There are other companies who have came out with a port finish that's better and cheaper. Like,
yeah. Well, I think I had talked about this on my stream a while back about High West, and I think it was Ben that said it, because I was like, it's like those early craft beers that like nobody talks about anymore. And Ben's like, yeah, like Dogfish Head. It's like High West is the Dogfish Head of whiskey.
So the only thing I'll say that I still enjoy and is still buyable are High West picks.
The finish picks?
Good finish, and you find it 45 to $60.
Yeah.
I have a couple that I really actually I got one right here. I'll be real, I have a backup and it's not enough. It's a High West American Prairie, so it has almost no flavor on its own.
Right.
But it's freaking 8 months in a PX sherry bottle. Look at the color of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You showed that.
Basically, it tastes like sherry whiskey. This happens to be bottle 69. So
of course.
Imagine that you have it.
You do a headstand and drink it.
Just under 100 proof, so it just goes down like nothing.
Yeah.
This is where they're at, but even they're going up to $70-$80, and I'm not pulling the trigger.
No,
but I know one place that still has a bunch of Moscatel finished picks for $50.
I had the barrel finish Manhattan finish one. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great, and it was $50 or whatever when we fucking bought it. The new ones, around here are 70, 75. It's like, nah.
But yeah, $50. The finished ones, if they have a finish on them you like,
yeah,
gonna be good. But that's about it. I have I have some really old midwinters, which I should probably
Like-
find another home for because I'm never gonna drink.
I have
it.
a High West that's finished in Cabernet, and it's good. But
Mhm.
and I'll sip on that occasionally, but not all the time.
$50.
What was the
Mhm.
one that that Shits and Shane had at the dinner? It was a campfire finished in some kind of wine or something. That sounded
Yeah,
incredible.
distillery finishes and campfire finishes or distillery.
Yeah, yeah, and that sounded like bonkers good. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd go for that. But
Yeah, like Adam had gotten me one of the first Valley Tan they did that was finished in white port,
oh yeah,
and I knew that Ludwig's wife really wanted it. So when I went out to visit them, I brought it, we cracked it, we drank some, and I left it there.
nice, very nice.
Very nice.
But but those are tasty. Their finished stuff is where I think it is. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But-
But
they got to keep that price down.
you got to keep the price reasonable, and they got to, it's got to be a finish that you know you're gonna like. In
Nick,
general.
is that like a bottled old fashioned High West?
Yeah, I think they do one. I've got a bottle of the Manhattan that I've never opened
Mhm.
because I bought it because it's like I had the Manhattan finished American Prairie, and it's like, well, I can buy a bottle of the barrel finished Manhattan, and I never side by sided them. I just killed that that American Prairie recently.
That's what you need to do. Buy all the ready to drink Manhattans, like
Oh,
Yeah.
and see if you can do it without yakking.
just bottle chug the Manhattan.
Well, all I know is, Dan, I saved you from buying that god awful Jim Beam shit.
Oh, I didn't get to watch it because I didn't have power.
Oh,
Well, not good.
well, the sweet tea one was foamy, which was weird,
That's creepy.
and it was I think the punch ones were okay, but the lemonade ones, I don't know what kind of lemonade they were using, but it was like straight up lemon pledge.
Oh,
And a
that's not
whiskey?
good.
No, it was like a malt beverage malt liquor. It's a canned malt
Yeah.
liquor. What? Like I think it's not even. I don't even think it was 5%. I think it was like 4.8, maybe.
And it tastes like hot garbage or what?
Yeah, they were terrible. The strawberry one was probably the only one that I would drink, but you can't buy them separately. You have to buy them in a multi pack.
Yeah, I've
you
only
never know.
seen them as singles or like the little 4-packs.
Oh, I didn't even
Of
see
just
the
the
front pack.
lemonade or the punch. Those are the only ones I've seen locally.
Yeah.
If I saw it in a variety pack, I probably would have bought it already. And
Yeah.
it can't be any worse than that monster.
Probably.
Yeah.
No.
That was Dan. That was funny to watch you drink that shit, brother.
Yeah, especially when we weren't the ones drinking it.
No, but you're, at least
Oh,
you're drinking it. At least you're drinking the garbage, so the rest of us know.
Erin asked me the next day. She's like, "Were you gonna throw up?" I was like, "No, but I mean, it was gross." She goes, "There was a time there when you looked like you were gonna lose it," and I was like, "It
Well,
was
I do have a
gross."
bucket here as a just in case.
I do have a trash can right here. Just
Yeah.
That's
if the
right.
shit hits the fan.
That's right. And then you don't have to tell us what you think about it. We already know. Do not buy that. If you
Yeah, my
see the
review
can.
is. "Ugh."
That's right. Exactly. Do
Ben-
not do it.
Ben had to
Without
line
a
up
doubt.
last night with 3 boxes of who the hell knows what he was looking at.
Oh yeah, does anybody want a sample of Vintage
Sambuca.
What the fuck is that? Some Russian
What the
vodka?
hell?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Forget about that.
Yeah.
Is it vodka?
I don't even
is
know what
that?
that is. I can't see.
it's happiness in a bottle.
That is.
No.
Is it happiness under a bridge or like happiness in a
Like, Are we
Omeo?
talking like
Oh, it's when you're.
homeless man lying there with like the sense
yeah.
of patchouli, or like
No, it's when you're homeless and you got nothing
Hey,
else to
Nick,
drink.
Nick, you took down a couple stags. I thought. I thought I saw Adriana post that you got
Nick,
one.
you know? I'm just saying, I would like another stag, like, but I ain't paying stupid prices for it.
I actually had one of this year's stags in my hand. Unfortunately, it was spoken for when I was over at Liquor Lineup, and I'm like,
damn it!
How could it
exactly
be in your hand but spoken for?
What's that?
How could
Yeah,
it
man.
be in your
Shady
hand?
business, man. Shady
Possession
business.
is 9/10, my friend.
They put it up on the counter because they were bagging it for somebody.
Oh,
It was
shit.
it was an order online,
Oh,
and you just rolled up.
and
Yes.
and I just happened to be. I was like, "You have got to be kidding me!"
yeah.
I was like, "Where's mine?"
yeah.
And I know the people, and they're like, "That literally is the last one." I go, "Last one because I got it, or last one because
Yeah.
bag for
Yeah.
somebody?"
Because you
And he
sold
goes-
it in an online
he-
effing order.
Yeah, he just said that was an online order, and I go,
Oh,
Yeah, and
exactly.
An
That was pretty
online
much
order
it.
for his buddy.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like some bullshit.
I'm still salty about the
49.
friggin' Blanton's
beautiful.
Gold that somebody bought 6 cases of. I was like,
Yeah, what the fuck is it? What is up with that? I didn't buy 6 cases of
That's
anything.
going to get flipped.
That's
oh,
exactly.
100%. It was on the I saw it on the buy sell trade group. That's why I knew it dropped. And I was like, no. For like $4.20 they were trying to get it for it. Each
Oh
bottle.
my
God, I
gosh!
saw
Good.
I saw Stag Junior batch 16 on Drizzly for $60 a bottle, and it was at my local liquor store. So I went in there and I grabbed it. But when the guy was giving it to me, he's like, "Well, I really wanted to sell this online." I'm like, "Okay," because it was $60. So a year later, so Father's Day 2022, I got the same bottle for $250.
Yeah.
I looked at him. I'm like, "Yeah, that's the going price for it." And he goes, and then it's like whiskey and like people say the museum price.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's redonkulous.
I blame the distributor on that though, because they just like they went to every store and just dropped a bunch of Buffalo Trace shit
Mm.
and didn't tell anybody.
No,
that they
and
were-
I've listened to stores complain to me
So like,
that they got to buy X amount of bottles to get Wild Turkey 13.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I never saw that person that works there that day again. So
Yeah.
They blew it.
yeah, they blew that one. Well, because it's all like college kids here working. Like they want
No,
an extra job, so it's like they don't know what the hell they're
Man,
selling.
if they were smart, they sold it to one of their fucking friends.
Probably.
And
Where you at?
Lukesh,
What state you in, Dan?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Is it just as bad out there?
Hey Dan, how close are you to the Dells again?
Look here, baby. I'm a good hour 15 from the Dells, depending on where in the Dells I'm going.
Oh,
No, around here, in my immediate area, we don't have independent liquor stores. We just have grocery store chains, and you rarely see good, like you see good things. You don't see the things like the Blanton's Golds and just the bigger stuff, because I think those are all getting scooped up by the managers and sold off to friends. There are some independent stores within an hour and a half that I frequent as much as I can that are very fair, very good.
Yeah.
Well,
they're awesome.
Dan, my girl sister lives in Antioch. Antioch.
Yep.
And she was born and raised around Round Lake.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So
that's at?
She tells me some shit. And I'm like, well, every time I go looking for anything, any bourbon hunting, it's just a waste of time, man.
Yeah, a lot of places it is. You got to find your kind of honey hole kind of places, and it really is about building relationships with stores, and it's not even tough to build the relationship. I mean, with the one that I don't know if you guys know Austin Feltz. who's been in chats and shit. I go to the same store he does, and the
Yeah.
owner is one of the realest motherfuckers around. He's awesome,
Right.
like just a good dude, and he'll
Well,
always take care of you.
you know, if you I have a few stores I frequent, and once they know that you're a customer and you're a repeat customer again and again and again,
Mhm.
I'm not saying that you get any type of preference or anything like that. I'm not. But when something comes in before it hits the shelf, I've been in those stores and they're like, "Hey, the truck just came in an hour ago. We
Yep.
just got this in. Are you interested?" I go, "Is it in a bag going into my car yet? What do you mean? Are you interested?" But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
okay?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't buy everything that's there, and they know that. But a couple of weeks ago when I was at Liquor Lineup, they got 5 or 6 samples in for a pick that they're going to do. And my wife and I just happened to pop in there, and the owner was there. And he says, "Oh," he's like, "Perfect." He goes, "You can help us. We're going to pick one of these bottles, and it's going to be one of our upcoming picks." And so I drank through 6 bottles, and the lowest proof was like 122 on there. And I gave them my thoughts, and then there was 5 others there, and the other 4 were employees,
Mhm.
and gave my thoughts. And the one I liked the best, he gave me the bottle. And now I still have it sitting here, and I haven't said anything, only because they're on the fence between 2 of them, what they're going to make their next pick. And I'm just kind of waiting for them to decide, and they may have. But the finish on the whiskey is very unusual, and I'm trying to remember what barrel it is, but it is a special barrel, or what it was finished in, but it stayed in there for 7 years.
Oh, good lord.
Man.
So the flavor in there was really good. And the one I have isn't the one that was picked, but it was super viscous. I was like, holy smokes. And mine, the one I have is, like I said, the lowest proof was 122 something. And I've got that one because that's the one I liked. But anyway,
So they're not picking the one you would have picked.
kind of looking forward to seeing which one that they picked. And when I was in there and bought this bottle a few days ago, they hinted at what one of the 2 might be. And I says, okay, I'm curious. So as soon as I find out, then I can at least show my bottle. But it's not the one they picked, because I have it.
You won't tell us anything.
Well, I don't know which one, or I know out of the 5 or 6 bottles,
Hillary.
I know the 2, but I said I would wait before I said anything.
Oh, you mean it's 2 different distilleries?
No, it's all the same. It's 6
Oh, it's all
different
the same.
samples, and the samples were in like olive oil bottles that you would buy for expensive olive oil.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So every one of us got decent pours every time to really get this, to really understand it. But anyway, it was just, they were all exceptional, all. But then once you have 6 pours like that, and I think the highest one was right around 135, 136 on the proof.
Now you're living.
You do get a little palate blind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you're just, but they're all finished in the same barrel, or the type of barrel, excuse me, for 7 years. And, ooh, man, it was good. But anyway.
A finishing barrel for 7 years. I only have one whiskey that's not a Scotch that's been in a finishing barrel that long.
Mm-hmm.
And
well,
that
do me a favor, everybody.
That might
sit
be
right where you guys are. Don't go anywhere. But I'm going to end the stream right here. I'm going to raise my glass to everybody that's in chat and on stream just to say cheers and thank you for popping on tonight. Glad you all were here. I hope you liked the review. And as far as I'm concerned, that Smoke Wagon Blender Select is a definite buy. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And remember, I will be filling in or taking Livewire Whiskey's time slot next week. So I will see you all then. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Cheers, everyone.